I am back with another video on visitor visa for Canada. In today's video, you will get information about how to create an IRCC portal account for visitor visa and how to complete the online application for visitor visa. If you are interested, stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome to Canadian Charisma. Hope you all doing great and staying safe. If you are new here, I provide information and free advice about Canadian immigration and help people to apply for Canada PR, which can save them a lot of money. Without a further delay, let's start today's video. To apply for visitor visa, just answer this question here. Why are you coming to Canada? So here you need to answer this question according to your situation. Suppose I will say to unite with immediate family member who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident of Canada, immediate family member who is in Canada temporarily, unite with an extended family member. So just read these options and choose one of them. So suppose I choose this one, and then here it says apply for a visitor visa through IRCC portal, and click on how to apply for visa through IRCC portal. Here is the options. They told you that create an account and sign in, and then complete the online form and upload your documents and pay with a credit card, pay the fees here. If you already have an IRCC portal account, then you can just click on sign in here and sign in the account to start the application. If you do not have any account yet, just click on sign up and apply to create an account. On this page, you need to choose one of these three options. If you are applying for yourself, then choose the first option, apply for a visitor visa for myself. If you are helping someone in your family like your parents, your spouse, someone, then you can choose this one, apply for a visitor visa on behalf of someone else. The third option is if you are applying for yourself and a family member. Suppose you are applying for yourself and your spouse, your parents or your kids, anyone. So if you are applying for yourself and a family member, then you can choose the third option, apply for a visitor visa for myself and on behalf of someone else. Next question is, do you already have an application in process? If you have, you can say yes, otherwise say no. You can read this message here that they will reply you within 14 to 30 business days and they will not answer any inquiries. So click on here, get an IRCC portal account. To create an account, you need an email address here. So you need to fill an email address. They will send you an invitation code there to create an account. So fill in the email address, confirm the email address, and then click on get invitation code. Copy this code here and click on continue to the IRCC portal sign up page. You can note down it somewhere too, and you can copy it too. Fill in the invitation code here. You can paste it or you can just type it here, then provide the email address, create the password. Then here you need to provide the personal information about the principal applicant, last name, first name, select the country for the telephone number and provide the telephone number here. After providing all that information, click on sign up. They have been sent a verification code to your email account. Get the verification code from there, just type it here and click on confirm. They said your email has been verified. Enter your email and password whichever you created and click on sign in. Accept term and conditions. So you can read this message here. You are signed as a Jack Brown. So whose account I have created right now. So here I can start an application. To start a new application, click on apply for a visitor visa, transit visa or study permit. So here you can see get ready to apply for visit or study in Canada. Read these instructions, make sure you are eligible before you apply. Have these items ready, your passport and credit card to pay your fees. Follow these steps here. So they said select what you want to apply for, answer the question in the application, review your answers, upload your documents, pay your fees, submit the application. You have 60 days to submit a application. So if you start the application today and then you do not have time to complete it today, you can complete this application in 60 days and then submit it. After 60 days, your information will be deleted from this system by itself. Then just click here, I acknowledge that I have read, understand the above information. I am ready to start my application and click on start application. Question number 1, do you want to apply for more than one person at the same time? You can say yes and no accordingly. I'll say no because I don't want to fill too much information here. click on save and continue. Next is I want to apply for study permit, visitor visa, transit visa, visitor visa. So I will select visitor visa. Why do you need a visa? So tell the region here, just select whatever is applied to you. So I will select here to meet my family member. Explain here why, what you will do in Canada, including dates. So these dates are just approximately dates, it's not the you write dates. So I can write like, I'm just writing for example one line here. You can explain your situation. To meet my family member, I will stay from January 2022 to April 2022. When will you enter Canada? Again, this is just approximately date, like when you are planning to enter in Canada. So you can select the date here, and when you will leave the Canada, again the approximately date for when you will leave the Canada, you can fill that. Don't select more than 6 months, just keep it in between 6 months. Again, this ID number, just it is optional. If you are applying first time, you do not have that ID number, just leave it blank and click on save and continue. You can read this information here. They told what you choose already. Check your answer if it is correct. Read this information here. What document you will need? They said the valid passport and travel document for the person who is applying for visitor visa. They need at least one page there to put the visa stamp, and then proof of relationship with your immediate family member, and proof of your family member's status in Canada, because we said like we are going to meet a family member who is permanent resident or a citizen in Canada. So that's why they are asking this proof here. What kind of documents they will accept as a proof? Just read these documents here, list here, so you can provide one of them. After that, click on continue to application. Next question is, are you applying on behalf of someone else? Say yes and no accordingly. I will say no, I am applying for myself. Click save and continue. Then you need to provide the information: surname, given name, date of birth. So this first name, given name is optional. As I told in my previous video, if on your passport you have only given name, no surname, then leave the given name blank and write your full name in surname here. That's what you can do, because this is required, this one is optional. Then your date of birth, and then choose male or female and unknown gender, and then click on save and continue. Next is need to provide the information about travel document, your passport. So click the travel document is passport. What kind of passport? Regular passport. You can choose according to your passport. Select the country code that match to your passport. Select that your country, and what is the nationality of your passport. Select that. Passport number, repeat the passport number to confirm it. Date of issue, and then date of expiry. Answer few questions here, just read them and answer them accordingly. That, are you a lawful permanent resident of United States with valid green card? I said no. Have you held a Canadian visa in past 10 years? If yes, say yes, otherwise no. Do you currently hold a valid US non-immigrant visa? I said no. Are you traveling to Canada by air? I said yes, and then click on save and continue. Next is information about your citizenship and place where the applicant has lived. So select the country you were born, and then the place, city or town where you were born. Are you a citizen of more than one country? If you are, say yes, otherwise say no. Which country or territory are you a citizen of? Select your country. If you say, click here that I am a citizen of this country or territory since birth, it will select your date of birth here automatically. Otherwise, you need to provide the date, that since which date you are the citizen of this country or territory. So I will select this, and it automatically pick this and say save and continue. Next is national identity document of the applicant. So here you need to provide your national ID document. I am providing the information of my passport because it is also a national ID document, but you can provide whatever you have. So I said yes. Document number, confirm the document number, date of issue, and select the country which issued that document, and click on save and continue. Next question is, have you used another name in the past? If you use, say yes and provide that name. I'll show you what gonna happen. They're gonna say name you used in the past, just add that name here. I will say no, and then click save and continue. If you ever use the past name in legal document somewhere, then you need to provide them here. So here you need to provide the information about countries or territories of residence. So start with your currently where you live. So select a country or territory where you are right now. I selected here, and then provide the address, full address with postal code. If you do not have a postal code, it's optional. Then is your mailing address the same as your residence address? You can say yes or no. If you say no, you need to provide the mailing address there. I'll say yes here, and then here you need to list the countries where you are currently living, and after that if you ever lived in past 5 years more than 6 months anywhere, you need to provide that information here. So if you never gone anywhere and you never lived anywhere more than 6 months other than your current country, just add your current country here. Click on add. Here you need to select a country or territory which is your current country right now, so just select that. What is your status in this country? You are a citizen. From which date? I selected the birth date here because I'm a citizen of this country since my birth. And then here you need to provide the date too, but if you are currently living there, just click this is where I currently lived and click on save. That's how you can enter more. If you want to add it, you can add it, or if you want to add more countries here, you can add them. Once you've done this, then click on save and continue. Here is the information about biometrics and fingerprints. Do we already have your fingerprints and photo biometrics? Are they still valid? So if you ever gave your biometrics in past 10 years, they are still valid. You can say yes, otherwise click on no. And here they told you that you need to pay your fees and then you need to submit your biometrics after that. Just read this information and click on save and continue. Now you need to provide the information about the person who is inviting you. Provide the name of the person who gave you invitation letter, last name, first name, what is the relationship with that person. You can say a family member, friend, accordingly to your situation. Then you need to provide the mailing address of that person. Select the country which is already selected here. Then you can start typing the name here, address here, and you can find it from the list, or you can add it manually. This option is gone. You can provide the street number, street name, apartment number, whole address here. Just provide that address, and after that telephone number. Provide the telephone number, email address of the person who is inviting you. And the last question is, has someone else also invited you? Answer yes and no accordingly, and then click on save and continue. So next is, how much money do you have for your stay in Canada? To calculate that money, you can say per person approximately $2,000 per month, and if you are planning to stay for 3 months, it's $6,000. So I will say for 7,000 here. Just fill the information, or the person who is inviting you or someone else can take your financial responsibility. If that is, you can say yes here and provide that information. I will say no and click save and continue. Next, here you need to provide information about your education, work and other activities. So post-secondary education history. Have you ever studied at a post-secondary school, university, college or vocational school? You do not need to provide completed a degree or diploma. Just provide the information here. So you can say yes and no. You can say yes, and then you need to add the details about your study, name of school, from which to which it is ongoing right now, level of study, field of study, address of the school, college, and that's how you need to provide the information. So what I will do here, no, so I no need to fill this information here. Next is work and activity history. Did you serve in any military and civil defense unit or something, police force? You can say yes or no accordingly. I will say no here again. If you say yes, then you need to provide that information again here. And last one is the give detail of all your employment and activity for past 10 years. So you need to add that all past 10 years activities here, what you are doing here. Then provide the details here, from which year, from which month, and is this activity ongoing right now or to which date. So I will say ongoing, so I need to fill less information here. What was the activity, you can choose, and then address you need to fill here and click on save. And that's how you can add more and more activities. So how many activities you have done in past 10 years, you need to provide them all here. And after that, once you're done, click save and continue. Next question is, during the past 5 years, have you traveled to a country or territory other than the one you are a citizen, or where do you live now? You can say yes. Tell us more about your travel. You can add more information here about your travel. I will say no and click save and continue. You can say yes if you had, and then you can provide that information. It's very easy here. Next question is, have you ever stayed in Canada beyond the validity of your status, attended school in Canada without authorization, or worked without authorization? Obviously no. Have you ever been refused a visa or permit, denied to entry, or ordered to leave any country or territory? Provide the information accordingly. If you say yes, you need to provide details about that. I will say no and click save and continue. Then criminality and security. Have you ever been committed any crime in country or something? I will say no. Have you ever been arrested? No. Read this question please carefully and answer them. I will say no to everyone. Have you ever been charged and ever been convicted for criminal offense? And then click save and continue. Next question is, are you or have you ever been a member of association with a political party or other group and organization which has engaged in advanced violence? I will say no. You read these questions again and then answer them accordingly and click save and continue. Medical background question. Have you had a medical exam performed by an IRCC authorization panel physician within last 12 months? If you have, you can say yes. I will say no as a fresh applicant and then click save and continue. In last 2 years, were you diagnosed with tuberculosis? I will say no. In past 5 years, have you been in close contact with a person with tuberculosis? I will say no. Answer these questions according to your situation. I will say no both of them and then click on save and continue. Medical background question again. Are you currently receiving dialysis treatment? I'll say no. Have you have a drug, alcohol? Just read these questions please and answer them according to your situation. I will say no to them right now, but you need to answer them correctly and then click save and continue. Marital status. Are you married or not married? I will say single here because I don't want to fill too much information again, but it's family information. Very simple question, just answer them. If you say married, common law, divorced, whatever, they will ask you a few questions and answer them accordingly and then click save and continue. Do you have any biological adopted or stepchildren? Again I'll say no. If you have, you can say yes and then you can continue. I understand that I'm not declaring any natural adopted and stepchildren, so I will tell you one thing here. If you have children, you need to declare them. Don't misrepresent any information here please. Just tell them correctly everything and then click save and continue. So here you need to provide the information about your parents. If you are adopted, then you need to provide the information about your legal parents, or you can click I don't know who my parents are. But in normal case, you need to provide the information about your parents. Click on add. Here you can provide the information about your parents, surname, given name, what is your relationship, father or mother, and then date of birth. This parent is deceased in the condition, country or territory of birth, parents occupation, and then does this parents have the same address? You can click yes and no. I said yes. You can say no and provide their address here. Will this parent come with you to Canada? I said no and then click on save. So that's how you can provide the information about another parent and then click save and continue. Next is language of the applicant. So choose your mother tongue here first, and can you communicate in English or French or both? Just choose accordingly. You can say neither, both, French, English. What language do you want us to contact you? I can say here English and then click save and continue. Then here you need to provide your email address and then confirm the email address and then click on save and continue. Next, provide the telephone number here. Just add the telephone number here. Telephone number type cellular and is Canada or other. So applicant's number obviously other, and then dial code here and then provide the number here and extension here and then click on save. So that's how you can provide the number here and then click save and continue. Now you have summary of your information, whatever you provided in all your question, answers your questions. So here you have all of them. If you want to check them, just go through, just click on expand all and you can check them. If you find something wrong anywhere, just click on this edit button and you can edit that information. After you check this whole information that it's all true, then click save and continue. So here you can see it says documents to support your application. Read this information here for this, that file size is maximum 2 MB per file, and how you can reduce the file size. You can go on this website and find the information there. So just upload the documents, that proof of a relationship with the person who is inviting you, then proof of the family member status who is inviting you, their PR card or citizenship card. And here you need to provide the national ID document of the principal applicant who is applying for visitor visa, and then travel document, passport of the principal applicant, and then proof of funds. And there's some optional documents that consent personal information that IRCC can release to someone. You can provide that for information, that document here if you filled it out. These are optional. If you are coming here for work permit, then you need to upload here employer's current letter that they hired you. And if there is some additional document, you can upload in this form. Upload all these documents and then click save and continue. Next, consent and declaration. Do you consent to contacted by CIC or organization at CIC request in future? You can say yes or no. It will not affect your application. I will say yes here, and then here you need to signature the application. It can be signatured by applicant, or if there is any minor kid under 18, parents can sign for that. And then at the end just click save and continue. So here I got the fees detail according to my application here, because I am applying for only one person. That's why they set like biometrics fees quantity $185 and visitor visa fees quantity $100. Total is $185. I told you about the fees in my previous video, all details. And now you can save and continue. And at this point you have to pay your fees. Just provide your card information and click on checkout to pay your fees. Once you have completed the application, paid your fees, just go back and check here that you have uploaded all the required documents. If you do not have special portal like this for any document, upload that all document in this additional document section. You can upload your photos here, you can upload your family information forms here. Whatever extra documents you have, you can upload them here. I cannot continue the application without paying the fees, so that's why walk few steps by yourself. First, pay the fees, make sure all the documents are uploaded, then consent and sign off the application electronically, and finally submit the application. That's all for today. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon to get notification for new videos. If you like my channel, please hit the like button. It gives me the motivation to make more videos for you guys. If you have any question, please feel free to leave me a comment below. DM me on Instagram or email me on createencouragement@yahoo.com. I will try my best to answer you as soon as possible. I will be back with a new video. Until then, stay positive, stay safe, stay connected. Thanks for watching this video.